Thanks, Adrian, and a very good evening to you, wherever and however you're listening to TalkSport on Boxing Day. Maybe you're listening to us on a brand new DAB Plus digital radio you got in your Santa stocking, or maybe a new smart speaker that you asked to play TalkSport. You're very welcome, however you're joining us, for a Premier League match with implications at both ends of the table. You look at Burnley coming into this game, having heard Nottingham Forest and Luton gain vital wins away from home on this Boxing Day already, as you've heard across the TalkSport network. Can Vincent Kompany's Clarets keep pace with those who've already picked up 3-point hauls? At the other end of the table, Liverpool know that a point will see them top of the tree. They are the first of the Premier League's top six to show their hand in this round of fixtures, but a couple of draws have seen them not pick up the points that Jurgen Klopp might have expected amongst the surfeit of injuries. But they've still got a squad that is the envy of most in the Premier League. Burnley make one change from their 2-0 win at Fulham last time out in the Premier League. Jakob Brun-Larsen makes way for Mike Tressor in midfield, whilst Liverpool make 5 changes. Out goes Tsimikas, who's injured, broke his collarbone against Arsenal. Konate, Szoboszlai, Jones and Diaz also out. In come Gomez, Quansah, Gravenberch, Elliott and Nunez. So for Burnley, James Trafford is their goalkeeper. Coutinho, Dara O'Shea, Jordan Bayer and Charlie Taylor in the back four. Mike Tressel, Sander Berge, Josh Brownhill and Wilson Odobert across midfield. 2 of those 4 scored against the Cottagers last time out. Lyle Foster and Zeki Amdouni are the front 2. For Liverpool, Alisson the keeper, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Jarell Quansah, Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez across the back. Ryan Gravenberch, Wataru Endo and Harvey Elliott in midfield. Darwin Nunez up front, flanked by Mo Salah and Cody Gakpo. Our referee tonight is Paul Tierney, and he's just sorting out the coin toss with our 2 captains, Josh Brownhill and Virgil van Dijk. Burnley in their traditional claret and blue, Liverpool in that change strip of green and white quarters, kind of. It's all kind of faded in here and there with black shorts and white socks, and looks like Liverpool will be defending the cricket ground end away to our right. Myself, Chris Wellamo and our producer Carl sat right at the back of the north stand here at Turf Moor. Normally opposite us there's the view of the rolling Lancashire Hills, but of course it's pitch black, so you've just got a few house lights to indicate there is life beyond the Bob Lord stand opposite us, and the Jimmy McElroy stand to our left, the 2-tier stand where the most vociferous Burnley support is known to reside. It's very noisy here, competing against Guns N' Roses now. That's no contest. We are ready for the off on TalkSport. Another game live. All the games in the Boxing Day calendar are live across the TalkSport network. We've already brought you Newcastle losing to a quite superb counter-attacking performance from Nottingham Forest live on TalkSport. Sheffield United losing at home to Luton Town, and Bournemouth 7 wins from 9 to climb the table into the top half, seeing off Fulham. But we're underway here at Turf Moor. Burnley then kicking from left to right as we look in their claret and blue, and straight away Dara O'Shea floats the ball out to Tressor on the left hand side, who skips in from a couple of challenges. Endo gets a foot in to get it clear for Liverpool, but Jordan Bayer stepped in front of Salah, and here's Tressor running to the edge of the area. Good covering back from Gravenberch to help out his defenders, because that was a bit worrying for Liverpool in those early seconds. And Burnley have kept the ball in play on this near side, have they? No, it's well watched out by Vitinha. Early intent for Burnley at 0-0, Chris Wellamo.
Yeah, it's excellent, isn't it? That straight from the kick-off, going up, Lyle Foster making sure it sticks, picking up second balls. Presso, they're driving, trying to make things happen, and a little bit unlucky, but picking up second balls, Burnley, it's a very good sign.
There's a game going on over on TalkSport 2 as well. If you've got the TalkSport app, dead easy to download for free, and you can keep in touch with Birmingham City against Stoke over on TalkSport 2 right now in the Championship. Here's Tressor on the left-hand side for Burnley, but he runs into trouble in the shape of Jarell Quansah, and Salah inside his own half, tight to that far touchline in front of where Jurgen Klopp is stood at the edge of his technical area. He works it back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He plays a short pass infield to Wataru Endo, just shy of the centre circle, across to Van Dijk, 0-0.
Yeah, see, this is where Burnley just allowing Liverpool to have the ball. You know, they're sitting off a little bit usually in the Championship in the early part of this season as well. They would get after it in numbers, high defensive line. But in the Premier League, it's a different animal altogether. The quality of player, they can play through that high press and you're leaving holes in behind.
Van Dijk comes over halfway for Liverpool, plays it out to this near side of the left, and Joe Gomez playing as left back now, with both specialist left backs out injured for Liverpool. Robertson out until the new year, and a long spell on the sidelines as well for Kostas Tsimikas after breaking his collarbone in that challenge that saw Jurgen Klopp upended as well in the game against Arsenal. Burnley have won a free kick. We played 2 minutes on TalkSport. It's Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 in this tea time exclusive kick-off here to us here on TalkSport, and there's plenty more to come over the next couple of days with live commentaries. For example, later tonight, Manchester United against Aston Villa, 8 o'clock kickoff. Straight after we're done here at Turf Moor, we'll be off to Old Trafford to hook up with Adam Cattrall, Sam Matterface and Ray Houghton, former Villa midfielder, to see how that game goes. Liverpool clipped the ball up to halfway, but important header coming across from Jordan Bayer, and Dara O'Shea's central defensive partnership at the edge of his own box, surrounded by a couple of Liverpool players, but it plays it through the eye of a needle. But Burnley can't keep the ball in play on this near side, and Liverpool have a throw, 0-0.
Yeah, it's so important there. You're looking at Gomez and Trent Alexander. I think that's one of the demands of Jurgen Klopp, the fullbacks bombing on. So it's the likes of Wilson, Odebear, and likes of Mike Tressor. They've got to take advantage of that, capitalising the holes left in behind at the minute.
It's a definite 4-4-2 for Burnley.
Yeah.
Tressor on the left and Odebear on the right this afternoon for the Clarets. Salah in possession over on the far side of the field. Never scored or assisted against Burnley. Can he put that right this afternoon? Elliott now coming in field towards the edge of the area. Takes the shot, pushed out by Trafford. Salah gets to it, right hand side of the area. But the flag has gone up for offside for Salah as he picks up the loose ball. But that was worth the shine from Harvey Elliott, and James Trafford had to be smartly down to his left to keep Burnley level, 0-0.
Great quality from Elliott there. He's coming in. A player has to commit. They have to go. They have to go intervene. Takes a shot. Takes a little deflecting as well. And Trafford's done what he's done this month. Definitely pulled off some really, really important saves there, albeit offside.
One of Vincent Kompany's captures from Manchester City in the summer, James Trafford. He's kept a couple of clean sheets in his 18 Premier League appearances. He would dearly love to keep one today. And Chris Williman mentioned the form that Burnley have been in December, 7 points won, but they're under pressure as Liverpool come forward again. Gravenberch with a cross into the box, but it's cleared away. And it's brought down beautifully by Amdouni, who's run over halfway. He's got Foster to his right, Tressor to his left. Amdouni carrying it all the way to the edge of the area. Oh, and bends it well wide of the post. It just opened up for Zeki Amdouni, and when he got to the edge of the D, he wanted to curl it round Alisson, but he got it all wrong and shoveled it well wide. It's a goal kick to Liverpool, but a let-off for the Reds. It's 0-0.
It's a massive let-off, isn't it? It's great quality from Amdouni there. 25 yards from his own goal there, Ian. Takes it out the air, and he's just driving. He keeps going, and I think he's waiting for the pass. And then all of a sudden it opens up, he takes a shot. He's got to work the goalkeeper there. He has to work, Alisson.
Gravenberch for Liverpool, out to this left-hand side, and Joe Gomez gets up to the halfway line. Gakpo plays a 1-2 with Nunez. Nunez got tackled as he gave the ball back, but the referee pulled in. He waits play on. Gravenberch lays it back to Nunez, into the area. 1-0 Liverpool, and Darwin Nunez scores his first Premier League goal since October and gets Liverpool off to the perfect start as they bid to go top of the pile. He went down as he flicked the ball out left, but he got straight to his feet. Nunez got the ball back from Gakpo, and the finish beyond Trafford was emphatic. 5 gone, Burnley 0, Liverpool 1.
It's an excellent goal, isn't it? You know, he started it, took a little knock, he gets down, gets himself up. Gravenberch, I think, does very well, just slows it down, picks his man out, wait a pass, and Nunez just takes it on. First time, there's about 3 players in front. I think Trafford's probably unsighted, but just finds that bottom right hand corner. It's an excellent strike as well, just kind of fuels it in with a little bit of pace as well, a little dip at the end. Trafford has no chance there, unsighted as well. Excellent strike from the big man.
He'd gone 9 games without a Premier League goal, Darwin Nunez. That will do him the power of good, and Jurgen Klopp all smiles over on the far side as that goal hit the back of the net. Perfect start then for Liverpool, and they've won the ball back, and it's Gravenberch making a run to the edge of the area, gets inside the D, tried to force it past Trafford but didn't get the power on the shot at all. It just trickled through to Trafford. Very nearly 2-0 to Liverpool.
Yeah, he was onto it, got the ball, he's just driving again. I think he had time to actually kind of work his feet a little bit quicker there and make sure the connection's right. He's trying to do it all in one movement, Gravenberch there. He just moved it to the right, inside the 18-yard line, and then just tried to kind of pass it past Trafford in the Burnley goal there. But just the energy in that front four, front five of Liverpool is outstanding.
Well, he hasn't scored in the Premier League as yet. Ryan Gravenberch got a couple in the Europa League for Liverpool this season, the former Bayern man. So Liverpool in control already on a ground they love to play at. Gakpo finds Gravenberch, who gives it back to Gakpo, drifting towards the edge of the area. Across comes Coutinho. Núñez finds Salah, brilliant save. Trafford tipping it over the bar. Lovely flick in field from Núñez to find Salah around the penalty spot. Just swiveled and caught it as quickly as he could. Great save to tip over for Liverpool corner from James Trafford. Liverpool 1-up. Yeah,
an excellent bit of play as well, just linking up, isn't it? You're looking at Gravenberch, Gakpo, and then as soon as it comes to Salah there, just to get the quality, to get it on target. It's a fantastic save from Trafford.
That's a big save. You've got the lightest of fingertip touches to it, but it is a corner to Liverpool where the Jimmy McElroy meets the Bob Lord over on the far side in front of those relatively new executive areas in the corner of those stands. Liverpool are taking their time to get this ball back into play, but they will eventually deliver the corner. Salah's come short, but now he's run back into the penalty area as it's whipped in by Gravenberch. Taylor only gets it half clear. Salah gives it back out to the right hand side, whipped in again just over the head of Gakpo. Gravenberch picks it up, left hand corner of the box, drives for the byline. He was off balance, didn't claim for a penalty as he ran across Lyle Foster, and it goes out of play in the end for a Burnley goal kick. 8.5 gone on Talk Sport. It's Burnley 0, Liverpool 1.
Well, as soon as that corner came in there, I think Charlie Taylor just got it a little bit kind of mixed up with his feet. Very, very fortunate that it never deflected off him and went goalwards there, but Salah picked up that loose ball in the 18-yard box there.
Burnley's last win here against Liverpool, you've got to go back to August 2016 for a 2-0 win. Jurgen Klopp was the Liverpool boss in those days. He is one of the longest serving in English football in any division now, Jurgen Klopp, and he's brilliant on Boxing Day. Won 5 out of 5 of his Boxing Day fixtures, scoring 17 goals. Liverpool only 1 conceded, and they put the ball forward into the area. Coutinho's caught out, and Gakpo wastefully fires wide. A simple long ball downfield. Coutinho got in a right old tizzy. The ball bounced over him into the area, and Gakpo, hitting across the ball with his left foot, shanked it horribly wide. Goal kick Burnley, 1-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, they're struggling at the minute. You're looking at Sanderberg and Josh Brownhill. They've got to contend with 3 in there at all the time, so Liverpool always have a pass on them. They need a little bit more help here. You bring Abdouni back just to kind of help you in there, or Dario O'Shea. Someone has to step forward and give them a little bit of help, because 3 against 2 they're getting picked off.
Van Dijk for Liverpool, centre of his own half, not really being pressurised, as Chris Sawelimo mentioned before. Burnley wait until Liverpool are somewhere around the centre circle before they decide to engage, and Liverpool are close to the halfway line now, but it's worked back to young Jarell Quansah. 4th Premier League start for him. Another ball over the top, tries to get Gakpo in behind Coutinho down the Liverpool left, and it's just overhit, but the intention is there. If they want to hit it long, Liverpool, and hit it early, they will.
Well, the problem is the Burnley defensive line, even though they're sitting off, they can't sit off. If the defensive line's high, they have to go and press. You know, if Van Dijk can get his head up, the defensive line have to be deeper, because Gakpo's in there from a straight ball from Van Dijk.
10 minutes gone. Ian Danter and Chris Sawelimo with you here at Turf Moor. It's Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. Darwin Núñez on the score sheet for the first time in the Premier League since scoring against Forest at the back end of October. Burnley, who started well before going behind, now find Wilson Odobert on this right hand side, up against Gomez. Skips in field, plays it up to the edge of the box, It's worked infield to Brownhill, who tries a right-footed shot, and it's only just the wrong side of the post for Josh Brownhill. Alisson at full stretch probably had it covered, just thumped into the advertising hoardings behind the goal. Goal kick to Liverpool, who still lead 1-0 on TalkSport.
Yeah, real good quality there from Burnley. Odegaard, trickery, gets away from Gomez. Little link up with Foster. A little bit fortunate, but when he sets the pass for Brownhill there, it's great quality. Just bends it round his man, and Alisson was scrambling a little bit there, but just off target.
Brownhill is one of 3 Burnley players on 3 Premier League goals as top scorers. Foster and Odegaard, the other 2. You're listening to Burnley 0, Liverpool 1 on TalkSport with Now. Don't forget that with Now you can stream the Premier League live without a contract from £11.99. Just search Now Sports for all the details. And Premier League action to come later tonight here on TalkSport with Manchester United against Aston Villa. 8 o'clock kickoff. Stay on this frequency for that one. Adam Cattrall, your host. Sam Matterface and Ray Houghton, your commentary team. And then tomorrow, 3 more Premier League games for you across the network. At 7:30 on TalkSport 2, Chelsea against Crystal Palace. On the TalkSport app at the same time, Brentford against Wolves. And TalkSport 8:15, Everton against the new Club World Cup champions, Manchester City. Burnley win the ball back. There's a Liverpool player down injured inside the Burnley half, but Odegaard allowed to carry the ball forward. Vitinho on his outside, going down the right-hand side of the box. But he turns away, moves back towards the halfway line, and now comes in field Wilson Odegaard. Tries to thread the ball through the eye of a needle for Amdouni. It's hard cleared by Liverpool, but comes out to Charlie Taylor, who finds Tressor, has switched onto the left wing, cuts in field. Tressor still with it, round the midway point of the Liverpool half. Just lays it off to Vitinho. First time ball to Odegaard on the right-hand side. Odegaard looking to take on Gomez down towards the corner flag. Gomez puts it out to play for a throw-in to Burnley. It's 1-0 Liverpool, 13 gone. Yeah, very good quality again, just keeping that pressure on. Tressor and Odegaard causing problems at the minute. No real end product, but it is coming. Liverpool defending very, very well, covering up there. Gomez getting a little bit of help as well on that left side. In the Danta Iwelumo derby live on TalkSport 2 right now. It's Birmingham City 0, Stoke City 1. Jordan Thompson. I'm glad we didn't have 50 pence on that one. That's all I can say. Long throw about to come in from Vitinho. 10 yards from the corner flag on this near side as Burnley are attacking the cricket ground end. It's coming short. Flick back to Vitinho down the right-hand side. Can they get the cross in? Now it's gone out of play for a corner kick. Burnley's first of the game. We're nearly at the quarter-hour mark, and it's 1-0 to Liverpool. Yeah, good pressure. Good quality down this right-hand side. There are a lot of bodies in the box here, so you want an end product, you want that ball coming in, but again, Liverpool defensively up for the challenge there. So it will be a right-wing corner for Mike Tressor, where the cricket ground end meets the north stand that we're sat at the back of. Down to our right-hand side, Tressor to address it right-footed, whips it in there, headed away at the near post by Gravenberg, but Burnley get the ball back to halfway and keep possession. It's back with James Trafford, the keeper, who's almost at the edge of the centre circle, plays a long straight ball downfield, but it just bounces twice and through to Alisson. Yeah, very surprised there. Trafford's distribution on the ground is usually very, very good, just trying to put it out into that left channel. Trent Alexander-Arnold just drove a ball downfield. The ball was barely an inch off the turf as it fizzed through to Mo Salah, who just couldn't take it in his stride, but it was a wonderful pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Kwanzaa in the centre circle, finds Van Dijk just to his left. Gomez now starts to make a run down the inside left channel, but Van Dijk has not used him. He's gone back to Kwanzaa on halfway instead. Liverpool won up 15 minutes on TalkSport. Slightly loose pass from Alexander-Arnold that time. I think he was intending to find Harvey Elliott, but the ball rolled past Elliott and through to James Trafford. Liverpool lost to Burnley in January 2021 when stadiums were not full post-pandemic. Ashley Barnes got the only goal, and that day Burnley ironically have a better record against Liverpool at Anfield than they do here at Turf Moor. Or ball given away by Bayer inside the area. Nunez to make it 2. Tries to backheel it to Salah. Gakpo can't get a piece of it because O'Shea hacks it clear from inside the 6-yard box. Dreadful moment at the back for Burnley, almost made to pay for a really loose back pass from Jordan Bayer, but it's still only 1-0 to Liverpool.
Well, like you say, Liverpool, it's a massive opportunity. Darwin Núñez again, very selfish, trying to find Salah with a little back heel. Just put the ball in the back of the net, put the laces through it there. But Jordan Bayer, what are you doing? Overplaying, inviting that and that pressure. Liverpool are one of the best at it. You can't give it away there. I'm surprised Núñez didn't take the shot on after scoring his goal already this evening.
Vitinha with the throw for Burnley, up to halfway, calmly headed down by Van Dijk. Bayer looks for Tressor in space out on the left-hand side. He's brought the ball down. Now he tries to thread it up to Amdouni at the edge of the area, but well read by Jarell Quansah. Very calmly done by the youngster alongside Virgil van Dijk this evening. Preferred to Ibrahima Konate in that position. Van Dijk clips the ball up to halfway. O'Shea heads it up in the air in the centre circle. Elliott gets the better of Tressor. Now Alexander-Arnold looks to release Núñez down the right-hand side. Oh, he's just barged Taylor out of the way. Into the area right-hand side. Pulls it across, and Gakpo so nearly there to tuck it home in front of goal. But Vitinha, you have to credit him for doing enough to put Gakpo off. But Núñez, strength there with a shoulder charge on Taylor, bought him all the time in the world for Liverpool. 1-0 they lead.
Yeah, it's because he's got all the attributes. Núñez, good strength there. It's never foul either, shoulder to shoulder. Taylor has to be stronger, and then he has that awareness, Núñez, just to fire it across the face of goal, and there has to be a contact there. But like you said, Vitinha, good defending, just got his body, got that contact on Gakpo.
Burnley 0, Liverpool 1 on TalkSport, 17 minutes gone. I swear my producer's winding me up. Over on TalkSport 2, it's Birmingham 0, Stoke 2 now. Lyndon Gooch, the former Sunderland man, has scored a second for Stoke City. You can follow that game with James Fielden and Adrian Clark, your commentary team on TalkSport 2. I'm forgetting about that game for the moment and concentrating on what's happening here at Turf Moor. 18 minutes gone. Liverpool with that goal lead given to them by Darwin Núñez. I'm going to go a couple of points clear of Arsenal at the top as things stand. A point would be enough to get Liverpool back to the summit, but Jurgen Klopp will want all three, particularly after dropping points against both Manchester United and Arsenal in their last two Premier League fixtures. In between that, of course, they spanked West Ham by 5-1 in the EFL Cup. So they've got a busy January. FA Cup ties, Liverpool, and they've also got two matches against Fulham, as well as the FA Cup tie at Spurs. So the fixture congestion isn't getting any lighter for Jurgen Klopp. Burnley trying to win the ball back inside the Liverpool half, and it is with Lyle Foster. Oh, it goes to Granny. He just fell over about 25 yards out. I don't know how he lost his footing. He didn't seem to be twisting and turning, but just went to ground. Not long enough stood maybe in the boots tonight, Chris Iwelumo.
Yeah, he was in good possession of the ball. I think he was just trying to manipulate the ball, take it away from the defender, and like you say, his standing foot just kind of gave way. Really concerned. I think Burnley are trying to overplay in that defensive area, but Liverpool, like I've said, are one of the best at going and harrying. Too many times that Burnley are allowing Liverpool to get in again, in good possession of the ball, giving it away.
Salah down the right hand side of the area for Elliott. Lovely ball into the box, headed up and away to the edge of the area by O'Shea, and then Sander Berge under pressure from Salah turns neatly at his own dead ball line and gets it clear, but Gomez won a strong header against Odebear. Brownhill tries to get a foot in. Amdouni is beaten to the punch by Endo, and now here's Darwin Núñez 30 yards out, trying to make room for a shot, finds Elliott at the edge of the area. He goes for goal, it's deflected. Gakpo tried to get on the end of it. Great goalkeeping by Trafford. Couldn't do anything but just block Gakpo as he came in right in front of goal, and he still managed to preserve Burnley only being one goal down.
Well, Burnley very lucky that Joe Gomez is on his heels there, because Gakpo and Trafford have came together. The ball's fallen cleanly for Gomez to come on and get a shot away, but he's reacting rather than anticipating that ball there.
Gravenberch for Liverpool, who lead by a goal to nil on TalkSport with 20 minutes gone. Plays a 1-2 with Gakpo, now finds Núñez. Salah, edge of the D, tries to toe poke it back through in the area for Núñez, but couldn't find the Liverpool number 9. Incidentally, that's Cody Gakpo's first Premier League assist of the season, having set up Núñez for that opening goal early in the piece. And James Trafford now has the ball in his hands. The Burnley keeper clears from hands at the edge of his area, out to the inside left channel. Up goes Amdouni, but he won't get anywhere near that. Endo had the measure of him, and it's worked back to Alisson, nearing 250 appearances for Liverpool now. Alisson Becker.
Oh.
Lovely turn from Gravenberch, absolutely did Sanderberger. All ends up, and Paul Tierney couldn't get the yellow card out fast enough for Sanderberger.
Well, you look at the blueprint, you look at when Liverpool, when Alisson has the ball, you've got Kwanzaa and Van Dijk, they split, they're so far away from each other. When Trafford has the ball at his feet, you've got Jordan Bayer and Dara O'Shea basically right beside him, so the full-backs are basically in line. You get no advantage here, because if it goes to the full-back, you've got nowhere to go. You're doing that to create a space for Sanderberger or Brownhill to get on the ball, and it's not happening.
Sloppy from Burnley, giving up possession to Liverpool down the Liverpool left. It's Gakpo again, left-hand corner of the area. Nunez is there with him, so too Gomez. It's rolled back to Wataru Endo, and now back to the edge of the centre circle, and Kwanzaa. Early ball finds Trent Alexander-Arnold, flick down the right channel for Elliott. Good footing from Jordan Bayer, but only got it half clear. Salah up to the edge of the box. Oh, lovely touch from Alexander-Arnold. Nunez tried to drive the ball through a crowd of players. Then it's clipped in by Elliott, looking for Salah, but a comfortable claim for James Trafford. Approaching the midway point of the first half on TalkSport, it's Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. Here's Chris Iwelumo.
Yeah, Liverpool, every time they get it, they look a threat. Trent Alexander-Arnold there, fantastic little flick over into Nunez, just couldn't materialise anything from it as well. Salah making that kind of run in behind as well. It's just real good quality. You know, I think down both flanks as well, and inside centrally, causing all sorts of problems, outnumbering Burnley in that central area.
Here's Bayer for Burnley, 20 yards shy of the halfway line. Dara O'Shea just to his right. He's faced up by Nunez, who just drags the ball back and then fires the ball diagonally out left for Tressel. Oh, lovely first touch to get inside Alexander-Arnold. Tressel up to the edge of the area, squares it for Foster inside the D. He tried to slip it to his right for Odobert, and Joe Gomez got something on it, and then he's clattered into by Josh Brownhill as he tried to bring the ball clear. It's not going to be a yellow card, but it was definitely a professional foul in my eyes from Josh Brownhill to stop Liverpool launching another counter-attack. 1-0 to Liverpool with 23 gone.
Well, I've got to say, great quality from Burnley there, that big switcher play from Dara O'Shea. Great touch from Tressor, he's coming in, he's driving. Get the shot away there yourself. I think as soon as he gives it to Foster, Foster can get the shot away, but he's looking for Odobert there.
He could have got the shot away, there was room. And he is joint top scorer for Burnley. It's great to see him back out there on the football pitch. In any case, Lyle Foster, after his well-documented issues that he had earlier in the season. My colleague Nigel Adley's just been in touch. I talked about that 2-0 win that Burnley had over Liverpool in 2016. They did it with 19% possession that day, and Dyche ball was balling. Of course, the Royal Dyche is still very much a fixture, just as you're driving up to Turf Moor here on the right-hand side. Can't get over the sight of Sean Dyche with sort of period Henry VIII style regalia on, and outside the pub. But his days are no longer at Burnley. He's at Everton, who take on Manchester City tomorrow night, live on TalkSport, 8:15 kickoff as part of our exclusive round of all the Premier League fixtures for Boxing Day in the next couple of days. Won't hear them anywhere else nationally. Liverpool 1-0 up here with 24 minutes gone, and Alexander-Arnold hits a diagonal ball into out, right to left to pick out Cody Gakpo at the left-hand corner of the area. Closed down by Odobert, clips the ball into the box. It's headed away by Bayer. Neat chest down from Odobert to allow Dara O'Shea just to lump it clear, but it wouldn't stick with either Amdouni or Foster, and so Alisson has all the time in the world to bring it down. So it's currently Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. For the latest odds, head to Betfair, the official betting partner of TalkSport's Premier League coverage, where right now you can get Burnley 19-1 to win from here, 15-2 the draw, and Liverpool 9-1 on to go on and seal the 3 points. Don't forget, Betfair are paying out winning bets at 90 minutes with 90-minute payout. That applies to match odds, 90 markets or markets with the 90 icon. That's all thanks to Betfair, 18 plus, and the website you need, as always, is begambleaware.org. 25 minutes gone. Offside against Darwin Nunez, who has Liverpool in front with that early goal. Great work from him to work the ball out left to Cody Gakpo. Got back to his feet, having been clattered, and Gakpo rolled it back to Nunez at the edge of the area, and an emphatic finish from Nunez to put Liverpool ahead. And Burnley, they had their moments, Chris Llewellyn, a little fits and starts, but nothing sustained so far.
Nowhere near enough. I think quality has to be better on the ball. It's more that long pass into wide areas, and then your wide players are trying to create something with a little bit of magic, taking players on. You just want to see the likes of Brownhill, Sanderberg getting on the ball a lot more. At the minute, Liverpool are just dictating this game so comfortable, being patient with the ball.
Every time my producer looks at me, I think it's about to tell me Stoke have scored again. They haven't. They're still only 2-0. But Liverpool with 2/3 of possession. That's what he was trying to show me. They are in front, only by a goal to nil, and they've had chances to extend their lead, Liverpool. But they are keeping Burnley, largely speaking, at arm's length. Gravenberch works it back to Alexander-Arnold.
Just look how high the defensive unit is of Burnley when there's no pressure on the likes of Van Dijk or any defensive player of Liverpool. If there's no pressure on, that defensive line has to drop another 10 yards.
They are very compressed, Burnley, as an outfield 10 when Liverpool have possession. And Liverpool have possession now with Nunez clipping a lovely ball down the right wing for Salah to run onto. Brownhill's there with him. Salah into the area, right hand side, tries to play a 1-2 with Elliott. An important header to get it half clear by Charlie Taylor, but Liverpool have won it back with Quansah just inside his own half. Lovely ball from Elliott. Salah lets it run. Nunez backheels it, looking for a teammate. It might drop for Gakpo. Takes a touch, fires it right for him. Brilliant save, Trafford. But it's still there and fired home for 2 by Cody Gakpo. But the whistle has gone. Paul Tierney spotted an infringement committed by a Liverpool player inside the box. And Burnley have a free kick inside their own penalty area, and it remains Burnley 0, Liverpool 1 on TalkSport.
Well, it was an excellent finish. I think it's Nunez. I think it's just is it Taylor or Jordan Bear? I think he just clipped the heels of us as he's come to get that rebound off of the Trafford save there. It's excellent quality again from Liverpool. Bit too many back heels there, but Gakpo, great quality, hits the target. Yeah, and it's just a little bit of contact from Nunez, isn't it?
Well, they are checking to see whether that was indeed a foul by Nunez on Charlie Taylor before it was smacked home by Cody Gakpo. And Paul Tierney has the old finger to the ear whilst those at Stockley Park have a look. And the VAR is Simon Hooper this evening, assisted by Nick Hopton. So they're taking a look.
Well, we've just seen it, haven't we, on the monitor there. It looked very soft to me.
Well, was it a clear and obvious error from the referee? No, it was not, it would appear, and we play on with no goal, and it will be a free kick to Burnley inside their own penalty area.
I think if you're a defender in that situation, if you feel any contact whatsoever, you go to floor. Charlie Taylor, he's quite savvy like that.
So Trafford smacks the free kick downfield for Burnley, headed away by Quansah to halfway. Sanderberg, who's on a yellow card, has got to be careful. Allows Nunez to get away from him. Charlie Taylor on the far left-hand side. He pumps it up to halfway, and the other number 3 out there, Wataru Endo, can't prevent the ball going out for a Burnley throw. Out on the far side in front of the Liverpool technical area. Charlie Taylor, who's scored 1 goal in his long career at Burnley, and he was a cracker. It was an absolute thunderbolt down at Bournemouth earlier in the season. He throws the ball back into play for Tressor. Oh, he'd give the ball away really needlessly there, Mike Tressor, but he's bailed out by Dara O'Shea on halfway. And here's Sanderberg trying to carry the ball down the right-hand side. First time cross from Wilson Odobert. It's across the face of goal. There were 2 players running in, but there was just too much power and pace on the ball across from Odobert, and neither Anduni nor Foster could get anywhere near it. Goal kick Liverpool, half an hour gone. Liverpool 1-0 up on TalkSport.
Yeah, it's better from Burnley though, isn't it? I think Sanderberg getting the ball in the middle of the pitch there, and he's driving with it. Good ball to Odobert, but I understand what he's trying to do, just kind of feel it in there and behind the last defender and goalkeeper, because there's players there as well, but he's just connected too well with it.
Endo almost dispossessed by Sanderberg, then Elliott and Brownhill in a wrestling match on halfway, and it's gone the way of Harvey Elliott, that decision for Liverpool, so they have the free kick on halfway. Roll back quickly for Quansah and then Van Dijk. So half an hour gone on Talk Sport. Don't forget, keep on this frequency for Manchester United against Aston Villa. An 8 o'clock kickoff. Sam Matterface and Ray Houghton will be your commentary team at Old Trafford. Adam Cattrall, your host, will check in with Adam at half-time here at Turf Moor. The Liverpool lead by a goal to nil. They've won a free kick just right down beneath our commentary position over the halfway line.
Cody Gakpo, he's causing all sorts of problems. You know, he just hugs the line, doesn't he? Vitinho comes in there, look one round the corner, and he's got that energy and the pace to get in behind. He's making that late third run when that defensive line is up high. He's just an outlet.
And a crossfield ball from Quansah is over hit. Not only have we got 3 Premier League games for you tomorrow night across the TalkSport network, including the app, but the darts is back tomorrow. TalkSport 2 from 12:30. We're back at Alexandra Palace for third round action of the World Darts Championship. 1-0 to Liverpool, and they have Salah at the edge of the area. Gravenberch tries to take the ball off his toe, but Sander Berge did enough to wrestle possession back. Now they've given it up again, Burnley. Salah tries to clip it down the left-hand side of the box, anticipating a run, I think, from Cody Gakpo, but Gakpo caught on his heels, and Trafford could pick up the loose ball for Burnley. 1-0 Liverpool.
So that's the thing, you've got to know your players. You know, it's Mohamed Salah on the ball. He can see that pass, he can execute that pass. I think Gakpo has to be there. You know, the way to pass was excellent. I don't know why he stops, because he wants it to feet so he can take his touch and then open up the goal probably. But you know, it's so many times that Salah plays that little pass and the players stopped his run. Trafford's
goal kick downfield for Burnley, nodded on by Sander Berge. Worked out to this right-hand side at Oliver, up against Gomez. About 10 yards infield, gets to the right-hand corner of the penalty area. Vitinho on the overlap. The cross is under the crossbar, and it's well claimed by Alisson, under no real pressure from any of the Burnley strike force. And the clearance along the deck seemed to catch out Sander Berge. I thought he was favourite to get there, but Cody Gakpo, right on the halfway line, won it first. Plays it down the centre of the field, brilliant ball. Salah off the crossbar with a left-footed effort as the ball dropped at the edge of the area. Salah just flung his left peg at it. Trafford was beaten all ends up, but it kissed the top of the crossbar and went over. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1.
It's just sheer quality. Gakpo with the pass to Salah, the run, he takes it with the outside of his left, and how he just takes it with the laces of his left. Trafford has no chance whatsoever. There's a lot of movement in the ball, but then it just clips off the top of the crossbar. It's a fantastic ball, excellent effort. So unlucky for Liverpool.
Mo Salah never scored or assisted a goal against Burnley, an odd quirk when you consider just how brilliant it is against almost everybody. He's had 5 games against the Clarets, not got himself involved in a Liverpool goal before tonight. Let's see what happens for the rest of this game. Just over 10 minutes to the break on Talk Sport. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1 on what's been such an action-packed day in the Premier League. What a performance from Nottingham Forest at lunchtime to win by 3-1 at Newcastle United. Sensational commentary from Mark Wilson and Mickey Gray. And then Bournemouth winning 3-0 against Fulham in our 3 o'clock kickoff on TalkSport 2. And Luton benefiting from 2 Sheffield United own goals to win 3-2 at Bramall Lane. Burnley in possession, and they're trying to play Vitinho in behind Gomez down the right hand side, trying to get the cross in, just checks back onto his left, puts the ball deep to the far post. Tressor won't keep that in play, will he? Very nearly did. Sort of wrapped his left foot round it, trying to flick it back in field, the Belgian, but just couldn't keep it in play. And so Liverpool 1-0 up, have a throw in their right back position with 10 minutes to the break on TalkSport.
I think when Liverpool are out of possession, they hunt the ball down very, very well. You know, I think Burnley, they were patient with it there, Shea and Bayer keeping it, and then it goes in behind. Great little ball for Vitinho. It's not a bad ball across, probably got too much power on it, but like you say, it does have its advantages there, but he just has that. He has to have that better quality for the cross coming in.
Liverpool taking their time over getting the ball back into play, and Paul Tierney is just having a word with Trent Alexander-Arnold about getting on with it. Incidentally, half-time over on TalkSport 2 at St Andrews. Birmingham City 0, Stoke City 2. Happy Christmas. The Stephen Schumacher effect in full effect, it would appear. in what is only his second game in charge, I think I'm right in saying.
That's right, yeah. I think before the Millwall game only had 2 days on the grass. Makes a difference, definitely.
Well, you'd hope so. 2-0 to the Potters then. Full second half commentary of that game with James Field and Adrian Clark. But here on TalkSport, we've still got 9 minutes plus added time to half time here in the Premier League. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. If you're just tuning into Game Day exclusive, and we've still got Manchester United against Aston Villa to bring you at 8 o'clock. And we'll bring you team news when we get to around about 7 o'clock. So just less than an hour from now, we'll get all the team news detail at Old Trafford with Sam Matterface. You're listening to Burnley 0, Liverpool 1 on TalkSport with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Enterprise has 450 branches with all the vehicles your business needs. Kwanzaa in the centre circle for Liverpool in their change strip of green and white shirts this afternoon. And he will let the ball run across for Alisson, who will be decked in orange today. The Liverpool keeper finds Van Dijk, who clips it early over halfway for Gravenberch. Gomez looked like he was taken out by Vitinha, but the referee says advantage for Liverpool. But then Endo loses out to Brownhill. Odobert tries to bring it clear. That's great strength from Joe Gomez to win it back. Well, was it great strength, or was Odobert too weak there, Chris Llewellyn?
No, what was, I think Gomez, he got his hand across the body, got his body between ball and man.
And here is Gomez down the left-hand side of the area, drives it across the box. Berger got a touch to keep it away from Nunez, and then anywhere will do. It was just hoofed downfield by Dara O'Shea, but Kwanzaa was there to tidy up for Liverpool. Now out to the left-hand side, and Gomez again. Oh, he tricks himself there. He went rolling out of play for a Burnley throw in their right back position. 1-0 to Liverpool. I've got Chris Llewellyn alongside me this afternoon.
I think you just need to bring back player cam just for Cody Gakpo. Really impressive. He's all over the place, picks up all positions in that attacking line, and then he's always looking. He's so good with the ball. Wants it all the time, no matter how tightly he's being marshalled. But the quality that I've seen on his distribution, his passing, his defensive responsibilities as well, he's ticking all boxes.
Burnley winning the ball back, and it might work out to the edge of the area. Almost broke for Foster, but what an interception by Trent Alexander-Arnold. The ball was rolled up to the 18-yard line. The Clarets still have it. Brownhill laid off by Amdouni down the left-hand side for Tresor. Midway point of the Liverpool half. Skips inside Elliott, then tries one trick too many, and he's dispossessed by Salah.
Well, it's great defensive work there. Trent Alexander had to make the challenge. Like you say, Burnley have kept on the pressure, picking up the second balls. Tresor, you're spot on. Once you've beat your man, you've got on around him. Can you deliver something? Can you bring something to the table? Again, does another trick, gives the ball away. There's an argument that Luka Koleosho, the American's a big miss for Burnley at the moment. He's been one of their best dribblers, and that's actually created plenty a good chance for Burnley in this Premier League season, but he's out for the moment. ACL, isn't it? Yeah, he is a big miss. And Tresor was preferred to Jakob Brun Larsen in Vincent Kompany's starting lineup. 39 gone on TalkSport. Liverpool 1-0 up and in possession with Salah. Lays it off to Elliott. Worked out to the right-hand side. Nunez popping up on the right-hand corner of the penalty area. Cuts in field. Works it to Endo inside the D. Endo! Great save again by James Trafford. That was destined for the bottom corner. Endo took aim with his left foot, tried to curl it into the bottom corner, but Trafford plunged to his right and tipped it behind for a Liverpool corner. 1-0 Liverpool lead. Well, Darwin Nunez again, I think his distribution's excellent. Way to pass into Endo. He's got so much to do, so many bodies in front, just bends it round. Trafford definitely seen it late. It's a great save with the right hand as well there, but great quality from Endo. Trent Alexander-Arnold spotting the corner down where the Jimmy McElroy meets the North Stand. A love train of Liverpool players around the penalty spot, including the two centre-halves Kwanzaa and Van Dijk. Whipped in deep to the far post, headed out by Foster. Might break for Joe Gomez. Gomez goes for goal and fires it well over the top, but it took a deflection actually off a Burnley boot, and Liverpool actually have another corner on the other side where the Bob Lord stand meets the Jimmy McElroy. Liverpool 1, Burnley 0 here at Turf Moor. Again, I'm looking at this Burnley defence, everyone's back. Look how many free players Liverpool have outside the box. Surely there's got to be someone, one or two players on that 18-yard line that can go and affect that, because no one was near Gomez before. Going to be a left-footed in-swinger from Harvey Elliott. So around the 6-yard box. Up goes Kwanzaa, headed up in the air by O'Shea. That should be James Trafford's, and is. And the Burnley goalkeeper looks up, but only really Wilson Odobert making a run
in front of him, so the Burnley keeper has to hold on to it. 5 minutes to half-time, plus whatever Paul Tierney wants to add on for stoppages. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. It remains on TalkSport, and it's been that way since the very early stages. Trafford will just roll the ball out in front of him and clip the ball right-footed down the left-hand side. Up goes Foster. He's done well and tries to slip it through to Odobert with a straight pass, trying to beat the offside trap, but Liverpool too cute, want it back, and away comes Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's on the left-hand side for a moment. It deflects into the path of Harvey Elliott, running onto at the edge of the area, slips in Salah, another great save by Trafford. It came out of him onto Jordan Bayer, but Jordan Bayer gratefully just chested the ball back to his goalkeeper. Heart-in-mouth moment just for a second for James Trafford, but it stays 1-0 to Liverpool.
Again, how fast Liverpool get from defence to attack is it's excellent. You know, Trent Alexander-Arnold, they're driving through, tries to fire one through. I think it's Bale that cuts it out, and it's Harvey Elliott that comes onto it. Great quality, great way to pass to Salah, who tries to kind of feel the opposite side of the goal. Great save from Trafford, and then there's a coming together. Very fortunate for Burnley there.
8 shots on target for Liverpool in this first half alone. Only one of them's been made to count. That was in the 6th minute from Darwin Nunez. Burnley in possession with Wilson Odobert down this near side. The right is well a throw off Joe Gomez. Vitinho will take it from this near side. What you?
Yeah, but he's on his own. You know, as soon as he gets the ball there, looking at, you've got Joe Gomez, you've got Gakpo there. They're all doing their job defensively. At the minute when Burnley get the ball, they've got no real idea. Because look at this now, Harvey Elliott now. Can he go and affect it? Trent Alexander, can he go and affect it? Who's picking up second balls? That's what you want.
Offside flag goes up against Tressor on the far side of the field as he looked to head a crossfield ball infield. Jurgen Klopp throws the ball back into play so Trent Alexander-Arnold can get play restarted. Quansah, midway point of his own half for Liverpool. Van Dijk to his left, strokes it to the Dutchman. And Van Dijk out to this near side, and Joe Gomez hugging the near touchline. Odobert staying with him, so Gomez turns back to the halfway line and gives it back to his captain, Virgil van Dijk, looking for some movement up ahead of him. Nice short pass for Wataru Endo. Nunez came short, but his touch was heavy, and Burnley have it back. And Tressor again trying to be cute on halfway and threaded it through the legs of a couple of Liverpool defenders to find a teammate. Could only find himself dispossessed, and Liverpool win another quick free kick. Alexander-Arnold, what a ball! 60 yards fully right to left, out to the left-hand side, and Gakpo running into the area left-hand side. Steps away from Odobert, backheels it away from Sander Berge, who won the ball back eventually. And then it's given away by Burnley, and they just survive. A long ball hit downfield for Tressor to give chase, but Quansah equal to it. Harvey Elliott picks possession up for Liverpool as we move into the final minute of normal time at the end of this first half. What a pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold a moment or two ago there.
He's got it all, hasn't he? You know, I think that quality on the floor, real comfortable in possession as well. But defensively, I think he's finding those possessions, few timely challenges this evening.
And he's in possession now, Alexander-Arnold. Elliott hugging the far right-hand touchline, under pressure from Taylor, has to give the ball all the way back to his keeper Alisson. And now Virgil van Dijk once more plays the ball to Gravenberch, who's come to pick the ball up on the halfway line to the left of centre. Faced up by Odobert. Gomez calling for it on this near touchline, receives it now, but he's quickly set upon by Vitinho, so back it goes to the redoubtable Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk, 240 appearances now for Liverpool. Scored just one in the Premier League this season against Sheffield United, and that was the team that Burnley walloped here for their only home win so far in the Premier League. That was a 5-0 win for the Clarets here against the Blades. Other than that, it's been all defeats. So we're into 2 minutes of minimum stoppage time at the end of this first half on TalkSport as Liverpool hit a crossfield pass right to left trying to get Gravenberch in, but it's out for a throw. 1-0 Liverpool lead.
Yeah, I think it's one of them. Very patient with the ball. Burnley were in a good compact unit there. You know, very difficult to play through. He's tried that big one over the top and just got too much on it. You know, I think just be patient with it. You know, I think Burnley have to come out and have to press in that kind of attacking thirds, and that's when they leave the holes in behind.
Gakpo weaving his way infield from the left-hand touchline, but Burnley win it back. And Dooney can't get past the attentions of Harvey Elliott, who stuck to his task well, and the ricochet worked out for Liverpool as it went back into the path of Van Dijk.
Look, it's great Andouni's getting on the ball there, but he's got nothing else on. He's completely isolated. He's driving it, a defensive unit of 3 players with a defensive midfielder chasing him all the way. So they just need more options when it does get into that. I think Lyle Foster is showing that when the ball does come up back to front, he has that quality and that strength to win those aerial duels and make the ball stick.
But he won't win that aerial duel. He was nowhere near when Virgil van Dijk won that header on halfway. Elliott for Liverpool. We're into that second minute of minimum stoppage time that Paul Tierney added on at the end of the first half on TalkSport, with Liverpool a goal to the good. Van Dijk rolls the ball to Alexander-Arnold, just takes the game down to walking pace and gives the ball back to his skipper. Now Endo, who saw a lovely left-footed shot pushed around the post by James Trafford in one of Liverpool's many efforts on target in this first half. Quansah out to Elliott on the right-hand side, midway point of the Burnley half. They look for Elliott again, but it's just overhit by Gravenberch, who slaps his hands in frustration, and Burnley have a throw to end the half over on the left-hand side. It will be Charlie Taylor to take it. The 2 minutes of minimum stoppage time are done. All eyes on Paul Tierney, and as it's thrown back into play by Charlie Taylor, there goes the whistle for half-time. Well, I guess the only frustration for Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp sprinting across the pitch to get to the tunnel over on the far right-hand side and get back to the dressing room. Frustration for him is that Liverpool are only 1 goal to the good at half-time against Burnley, given to them by Darwin Nunez, his first Premier League goal since October, and lovely work between him and Cody Gakpo. Gakpo down the left-hand side of the area, rolled the ball back to Nunez at the edge of the box, and he caressed a right-footed finish past James Trafford, easily the busier of the 2 goalkeepers, and he's made some terrific saves to keep the score down from the Burnley perspective. Burnley probably had the best of it in the opening exchanges before Liverpool took the lead through that Nunez strike, but it is only 1-0 to Liverpool at the break, so maybe some encouragement for Vincent Kompany as he goes to talk to his players in the changing rooms. At the break, live on TalkSport at Turf Moor, it's Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. Thanks, Adam. So welcome back to Turf Moor. Players coming out and all the staff just doing that diagonal walk from the tunnel across the pitch to the dugouts over on the far side. So that is 14 away games in succession that Liverpool have scored in. That's 31 goals in total during that run, and Chris Williams just pulling a face and say, crikey, that's decent.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's so impressive, and that's with a depleted squad as well, with the injuries and that they've got. You know, it's they're going to be right up there. You know, they know what it takes to go over the line, albeit they've still got 45 minutes to go here, but I'm still expecting very much the same aim.
No sign of any changes from either manager at the change around. Liverpool in their change strip of the green and white shirts with the black shorts and the white socks. They'll be heading for the cricket ground then to our right hand side, where their devoted supporters have made the short journey to the M62, M60 and whatnot. Back underway on TalkSport with Liverpool a goal to the good. I'll run you through the lineups in a minute. Burnley in their claret and blue shirts, shorts and socks are heading for the Jimmy McIlroy away to our right hand side, and with the ball out of play, I'll run you through the lineups. For Burnley, Trafford in goal, Coutinho, O'Shea, Bayer and Taylor in the back 4, Tresor, Berger, Brownhill and Odobert in midfield, Foster and Amdouni up front. For Liverpool, Alisson the keeper, Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Quansah, Gomez, Gravenberch, Endo, Elliott, Gakpo, Salah and Nunez, who is the goal scorer. Foul on Lyle Foster as he's wrestled to the ground by Jarell Quansah just over halfway. Paul Tierney gives Burnley the free kick, and Harvey Elliott just standing over the ball to stop Josh Brownhill taking a quick free kick. What are you spotting?
What I will say about Lyle Foster is he presents himself. Every time Burnley are in good possession of the ball, he wants it. He wants it direct. If it's clipped into the body feet, it doesn't have to be a fight ball. Just has to go from back to front with a little bit of quality, and he will win your fouls like that.
Brownhill takes the free kick, nodded across the area by Dara O'Shea, but it's just volleyed out of play over on the far side for a throw-in by Virgil van Dijk. Coutinho wants to take the throw-in quickly. Odobert is short there for him, and Dooney's made a run to the right-hand corner of the penalty area. Still Coutinho looking for the option that he prefers, and he does look for Amdouni in the end. Protects the ball well, but has to run back towards the halfway line for Burnley. and Bayer elects to roll the ball all the way back to his keeper in the midway point of his own half Trafford. Under pressure from Nunez, finds a neat ball to Tresor. Now Brownhill on halfway, finds his central midfield partner Sander Berger, once of Sheffield United, who lost at home today by the odd goal in 5 to Luton Town. So the pressure is on Burnley, given that both Luton and Nottingham Forest won today towards the foot of the table. Everton play tomorrow against Manchester City. You'll hear that game live on Talk Sport. 8:15 kickoff at Goodison. We've got 2 games for you tonight in Premier League and Championship. Once we're done here, you can check in with Sam Matterface, Ray Houghton and Adam Cattrall at Old Trafford for Manchester United against Villa. Or you can check in over on Talk Sport 2 with the 7:45 kickoff in the Championship. The top 2 face off. Ipswich against Leicester. Joe Shannon and Darren Ambrose are your commentary team in Suffolk. Here is Trent Alexander-Arnold for Liverpool, just shy of the halfway line. Wants an option, rolls his foot on the ball and plays the ball back up the square to Quansah. 1-0 Liverpool lead in these early stages of the second half.
Liverpool are in possession there. Quansah's on the ball, gives it to Trent Alexander, gives it back. Trent Alexander then goes in and switches places with Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott then is in the right back position. What do? How do you defend against that? Is that a Brownhill got to follow him all the way or pass that on? I don't see any communication from excellent movement from Liverpool. Burnley have to do better there.
Now here's Mo Salah, right hand side for Liverpool, up against Charlie Taylor, right hand corner of the area, lays it off to Alexander-Arnold. It's now given to Nunez, who's taken that position, right hand corner of the box, tries to play it through the legs of Taylor, but it's intercepted by Tresor. Poor ball in field from Tresor, and Liverpool have won it back. Here's Van Dijk, just over the halfway line, plays the ball in field to Gravenberch. Out to the left hand side, Gomez is calling for it onto the far touchline, but Gravenberch has turned in field and played a ball backwards to square to Van Dijk. Endo at the edge of the centre circle, finds Quansah to his right, carrying the ball forward good 10-15 yards, then flicked it to his right for Harvey Elliott. Burnley have got everybody behind the ball. Elliott now, right wing for Liverpool, steps in field, lays it off to Alexander-Arnold, thought about a cross but then just plays it back to Quansah. Quite narrow from Liverpool at the moment, not much width. Now Alexander-Arnold offers some width, whips an early cross deep to the far post, but it's way beyond Gomez and doesn't actually go out for a goal kick. It's gone out for a Burnley throw out on the far side. 1-0 Liverpool on Talk Sport.
Well, I don't think it was a great ball from Alexander-Arnold there, but I think Gomez should get on the end of it, either just put the head on it or put it back into the danger area. I think he thought it was going out.
I think he gave up on it, yeah.
But if you can go and get on it, go and get on it.
Throw in for Burnley, deep in their own half, right back position. Flicked on but picked up by Wataru Endo for Liverpool. Bit of pressure on Van Dijk from Amdouni, but he did so coolly, as he always does, Van Dijk on halfway. Just when you think he's about to get nicked to the ball, he steps in front and finds his centre-half partner Quansah. 5 minutes nearly have elapsed in the second half. Harvey Elliott for Liverpool on this near side just drops his shoulder to try and get away from Sander Berger. Gets the better of Taylor as well. Salah lobs it up to the edge of the D where Nunez is waiting, back to goal. Giving it away though. Tresor, he runs into traffic just when he thought he was going to bring the ball clear, and then Amdouni is fouled, and that's a free kick to Burnley.
Yeah, I've got to say, I think I'm looking at that there. Tresor, too many times he's given the ball away. Yeah, he has got that magic about him. He gets great little first touch, gets past the first man, but he does have to beat him again. You know, it's being aware of your own players there, letting the ball go when you're in good possession there. And I've got to say, he's doing what he has to do, but he's doing it on his own at the minute.
Balls back with James Trafford as Burnley work the free kick back to the edge of their own penalty area. Trafford plays the ball downfield. Foster, ever willing, keeps the ball alive despite having to run back towards the halfway line to do so for Burnley. Odebear chests the ball down, but a very heavy chest touch allows Liverpool to win possession back. Van Dijk finds Endo, just turns it neatly round the corner, but Gravenberch dispossessed by Sander Berger. Brownhill out to the right hand side on Odebear. They haven't reached the halfway line yet, Burnley, and they're forced back to the edge of their own area. Liverpool really swarming forward with a high press. Nunez closing down Trafford, but the keeper gets a left-footed clearance up to halfway, but Quansah can just let the ball run across his body and guide it back to his own keeper, Alisson. 1-0 Liverpool lead, 6 minutes gone in the second half on Talk Sport. Over on Talk Sport 2, Birmingham 0, Stoke 3 is the current scoreline in the Championship, with Andre Vidigal adding to the 2 goals that Stoke got in the first half at St Andrews. James Fielden and Adrian Clark, your commentary team there on Talk Sport 2.
James Trafford, he was brought into the club because of his distribution, is how good he is with his feet as well. But when he's getting pressed tonight in Liverpool, as you've said there, they go, they hunt it down, they put as much pressure on the goalkeeper to force that error. This is when his quality should shine. This is when he should be picking it out. Too many times he's giving it straight back to Liverpool. Burnley don't have an option or an opportunity to get out their own half, and they're just defending again for large periods of the game.
Endo in the centre circle for Liverpool, spots Gomez in a bit of space out on the far side, midway point of the Burnley half. He's closed down very quickly though, so Van Dijk picks it up, finds Endo again at the edge of the centre circle, square ball to his right for Quansah, carrying it forward for Liverpool, fires it into the feet of Gakpo. Now Elliott into the area, Nunez angles tight as he drives out towards the right hand corner of the penalty area, keeps possession though. Salah takes over, Elliott will flick it back for Quansah, and they're working the ball from right to left, Liverpool, just to keep Burnley active, keep them moving. Gomez now, level with the edge of the area, gets past Vitinho, gets to the byline, pulls the ball back. There's not much pace on the cross, but it's actually quite neatly done by Tressor to just guide the ball back on the half volley for Taylor to thump downfield, but nobody in the claret and blue shirt anywhere near the halfway line, so Liverpool have it back.
Yeah, it's difficult. Tressor, fantastic defending, good awareness in the box there for that Gomez cross there. But you want to be getting the balls in the right areas, you know. You want Tressor, you want Odegaard as wide as possible, but so they can create those 1v1 scenarios. And like you say, Anduni as well, whenever he's getting a touch on his ball, he's halfway in his own half.
Endo rolls the ball into the feet of Nunez, 30 yards out with his back to goal. Endo again spots Salah in a bit of space, right hand side. He's got Charlie Taylor backpedaling, early ball into the box looking for Nunez, nearly found the target. Burnley can get it clear through Brownhill, and then another header clear from the Burnley captain, but it keeps coming back at the Clarets. Endo this time for Liverpool, plays the ball back to Van Dijk just ahead of the centre circle as Liverpool again work it from side to side. Now Endo, the Japanese international, over 50 caps for his country, finds Alexander-Arnold, rolls the ball into Salah, little ball in field at the edge of the area for Gakpo, just trying to twist and turn and find a teammate. Alexander-Arnold takes over and gives it back to Quansah. Very patient from Liverpool with this build-up. They're just waiting for that gap to appear. Endo looking for Salah, might break for Harvey Elliott, edge of the D, lays it off to the right hand side. Gravenberch across the face of goal, and Elliott turns it in for 2-0, and Liverpool's patience is rewarded with a second goal. They're surely going top of the tree the day after Christmas, and Harvey Elliott slid it home at the near post after Liverpool must have kept the ball for 30-40 passes. Elliott makes it 2-0. Surely no way back for Burnley here. Burnley 0, Liverpool 2.
What a goal. What a goal. You're talking about the passes. The last probably 10 passes of that, just all one-touch stuff. As soon as it comes to Harvey Elliott, I'm sitting thinking, go on in, get your shot away. It's a great first touch to get yourself into that position. Goes out wide to Gravenberch, and then it's just good awareness. He takes his touch, doesn't he, Gravenberch? He looks and just puts it back where it came from. What a finish that is from Harvey Elliott. One touch, in off the post, no chance whatsoever. Burnley couldn't get near them.
It was fairly fizzed across by Ryan Gravenberch, having received the ball. So there isn't a VAR check for offside.
Salah.
Now, is it Salah impeding the goalkeeper's view? That would be harsh, because the ball was past James Trafford before he even knew there was a ball anywhere near him, and the referee is being told to go and look at the referee review area to go and check it himself to see whether he deems Salah to be interfering.
So it's subjective, isn't it? So it's one of them. If Salah does he interfere with the goalkeeper's eyesight, and I think where the ball comes from, he doesn't really, because I think Harvey Elliott gets that contact at the near post.
Well, Paul Tierney's now gone across to the far side of the field where the referee review area is. Van Dijk is standing near to him.
Well, I think Salah is, you know.
Hands on hips, Paul Tierney, as he looks at the footage that's being relayed to him by Simon Hooper and the team at Stockley Park. And normally when a referee's told to go to the review area, you know what happens. A decision is reversed. So let's see what happens. And the VAR signal is made. Offside is given against Mo Salah. Another reprieve for Burnley, who could have been several goals behind. But with that goal ruled out for offside, it is still only 1-0 to Liverpool, Chris Williman.
Yeah, and I think I understand that decision. Looking at it on the monitor, you look at Salah is definitely in the eye line of Trafford when he's looking at Harvey Elliott, so he definitely interferes with that. It was an excellent goal, an excellent finish, but the right decision.
But if Salah hadn't been there, I don't think James Trafford would have got to it anyway. Play restarts with a free kick smacked downfield by James Trafford. Incidentally, comebacks on. Birmingham City 1, Stoke 3. Jay Stansfield. We've only got 20 minutes to get something out of the game. Are you scared, Chris Willimer? No, of course you're not. You're 3-1 up.
But this is a little bit of a lifeline for Burnley as well.
Most definitely.
A few chances off. So come on then.
12 gone in the second half. Liverpool still only 1 goal in front against a Burnley side who've watched us. Sides in and around them at the bottom have picked up brilliant away wins today. Luton and Nottingham Forest both with 3-point hauls on their travels this Boxing Day. Brownhill just clipped by Elliott. Free kick given to Burnley, and you can hear, funny how a disallowed goal for an opposition side gets the home crowd going.
Yeah, the fans are definitely doing their part.
Free kick for Burnley. Josh Brownhill is going to take it. It's just over the halfway line, quite a way to the right of centre. Liverpool holding a very, very high line, 25 yards out, I'd say, as Brownhill hits it diagonally up to the edge of the area. O'Shea goes up for a header. Endo volleys it clear. Salah heads it into his own path over halfway, and again trying to get away from Charlie Taylor. Taylor gets back at him, snaps him with a challenge, and then Trafford comes charging out of his 6-yard box and claims the ball. I thought for a moment that Mo Salah had got away from Charlie Taylor, but the Burnley left back had other ideas. Now Wilson Odobert shows Joe Gomez a clean pair of heels down the Burnley right, hits it in field. Foster inside the area, dummies it, thinking that Amdouni could get across to it. Liverpool hurriedly turning behind. What's going on here? Burnley have won a corner, and the place has gone up back 20 decibels. 1-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, excellent break from Burnley there as well. Lyle Foster, I think, done everything right. He intentionally let it bounce over him there. I think Amdouni's got to be onto that as a flash, anticipate it, and he's definitely getting a shot away, but he's just sitting watching. He should be anticipating that and getting as close as he can to Foster there.
So Tressel will have the corner where the Bob Lord meets the Jimmy McElroy on the far side of the field from us. Right-footed outswinger from the Belgian. Fired into the near post, flicked on by O'Shea, turned over the bar. Jordan Bayer right in front of goal, saw his goal-bound effort turned over the bar by a Liverpool boot or a thigh, but it is another Burnley corner in the same spot. 1-0 Liverpool.
That's an excellent corner, isn't it? Go and win that first contact, the second phase as well. Bayer's onto it. It's just, I don't think the defender knew much about it, just looking at it on the monitor.
Tressor again with a right-footed outswinging corner. Headed out by Endo to the midway point of the half. Brownhill keeps it alive and looks down that right-hand side for Tressor. In on his left foot, lays it off to Brownhill. First time ball deep to the far post, looking for Foster. Van Dijk gets his head to the ball. It's cleared away by Gravenberch. And then Alexander-Arnold looks long downfield. James Trafford playing a bit of keep ball, keepy-uppy, just inside the Burnley half of the field. Bravery from him. It's going to be a substitution for Burnley, and they're actually making the change that they made from the last game. They're bringing on Johan Berg Gudmundsson, in actual fact, is coming on, not Jakob Brun Larsen, do forgive me. So Johan Berg Gudmundsson is coming on for Mike Tressor with 10 minutes or so of the second half gone. You are listening to Burnley 0, Liverpool 1 on TalkSport with Now. Don't forget that with Now you can stream the Premier League live without a contract from £11.99. Search Now Sports. What do you make of that change, Chris?
Yeah, I don't mind it at all. You know, Gudmundsson, very, very good player, works hard for the team. He's got both good feet, but it's all about what he delivers, what he produces. You know, I think bring good service into the box. If we get into those, if Burnley get into those areas this evening.
Been with the club since 2016, well over 200 club appearances. Now, poor touch from Lyle Foster. It looked like he was getting away, but the referee, Paul Tierney, has pulled play back for a foul on a Burnley player in the centre circle. You just sense, as we sit here at the back of this North Stand, that Burnley are just having a bit of a spell here and just giving Liverpool something to think about, almost for the first time this evening. 1-0 Liverpool lead. Burnley have made that change. Gudmundsson on for Tressor, and they have a free kick in the centre circle that Brownhill's going to take. He can go left or right here. And he looks left for Dara O'Shea, who's up against Quansel, wins the header, into the area, knocks it down for Amdouni, can't get past Endo, but well won back by Sander Berger. Vitinho, out on the right-hand side, gives Gudmundsson his first involvement. He's barged to the ground by Gakpo. Another free kick to Burnley. The offences are starting to pile up, and Gudmundsson and Gakpo just square up as they get back to their feet. 61 gone. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1 on TalkSport, and Burnley have another free kick to try and swing into the Liverpool box.
Yeah, it's a definite free kick. Gakpo puts the shoulder into the middle of Gudmundsson's back there. But like you say, I think that when the goal's disallowed, you get a little bit of a lift from that, and I think Burnley are on that wave at the minute, but it's so important that they capitalise when they're on top, when they're getting into these good areas. You know, they've had opportunities, but they've not really pulled the trigger and asked that question.
Free kick just in from the right-hand touchline, midway point of the Liverpool half. It's struck infield by Charlie Taylor. Up go the heads. O'Shea nods it down. Decent knockdown, but Van Dijk got it clear. Cushion header out to this near side, finds Wilson Odobert. Up against Alexander Arnold, level with the edge of the penalty area. Now Taylor on this left-hand side, drives for the byline, gets past Alexander Arnold, tries to wrap his foot round it, hasn't wrapped his foot round it enough. It's gone out of play for a goal kick to Liverpool. We'll be off to Old Trafford in the next 10 minutes or so to bring you team news from the 8 o'clock kickoff live on TalkSport. Manchester United against Aston Villa. Sam Matterface and the former Villa midfielder Ray Houghton will be your commentary team. Adam Cattrall hosting as well there. And then once all the action's done today, it's Jason Cundy and Jermaine Pennant taking your calls on the sports bar. 03717 22 33 44. I bet Nottingham Forest fans have been waiting all day to call into TalkSport to tell them how thrilled they are with Chris Wood's hat-trick. Maybe Newcastle fans had a few hours to digest what next for them and how much pressure is Eddie Howe under. Not necessarily from the fans, but from the owners. Throw in to Liverpool. So the sports bar coming up at 10 o'clock, around about 10 o'clock, once the Manchester United Villa game is done and dusted. A couple of changes being readied by Jurgen Klopp, including Dominic Szoboszlai, one of the players left out today from the draw against Arsenal. Burnley slip and allow Joe Gomez to bring the ball away. Down the left-hand side of the area, Nunez driving for the byline but can't get past his man. That was good defending. And it's going to be a goal kick to Burnley. In fact, there's an offside flag gone up against Nunez. So Burnley will have the free kick. So I could see Szoboszlai getting ready. There's at least 2 Liverpool changes about to be made by Jurgen Klopp, and they lead 1-0.
Yeah, it was still excellent defending from Vitinho. You know, he never knew that the flag had went up. He's definitely got in there and defensively done his job. Very concerned about, you know, two good balls come in the box. The whole point of it is for Dara O'Shea to go and win that first contact. He's done that on 2 occasions, but the Burnley players don't react to that second phase.
That's the voice of Chris Iwelumo, former Burnley player, alongside me, Ian Dancer here on commentary at Turf Moor. A packed day of live action, and there's a live game on TalkSport 2 at the moment with Stoke 3-1 up at Birmingham. The top 2 about to face off in the Championship. 7:45 kickoff on TalkSport. Ipswich against Leicester. And already in the day we brought you Preston's dramatic late win against Leeds United in the Championship. So the top 2 will be happy with that result, with Leeds dropping points, but Southampton walloped Swansea, so Southampton aren't that far off the top 2. 16 unbeaten for Russell Martin Saints. Long ball downfield for Burnley, dealt with by Joe Gomez, gives it back to his goalkeeper, who drops his shoulder to get away from Gudmundsson and then looks for the invisible man in the left back position and puts the ball straight out of play for a Burnley throw.
In fairness to Alisson there, that's where Gomez should be. You know, I think he's given the ball, he's getting pressed, he's getting... that's what Gomez has to be.
Vitinho whips the ball in for Burnley. Only half cleared. Sander Berger drives it across the face of goal, doesn't connect with it right, and it screws well wide for a goal kick. 25 minutes to go on TalkSport. It is Burnley 0, Liverpool 1, and we have the team news for that Championship encounter at Portman Road, live on TalkSport 2 at 7:45. Ipswich Leicester. Joe Shannon's got the details. Thank you very much, Joe. Changes being made here by Jurgen Klopp. First of all, Gravenberch coming off and Curtis Jones. Harvey Elliott coming off.
Harvey Elliott is number 7.
Luis Diaz is coming on, so too Szoboszlai. So Gakpo, Elliott and Gravenberch off. Diaz, Szoboszlai Jones all on for Liverpool, who lead by 1-0 with a quarter of the game to go. Live and exclusive on TalkSport. Ball bounces over O'Shea's head. He almost let Nunez in behind him, but he defended it well in the end, the former West Brom man. Now a chase for Lyle Foster downfield, but Quansah's equal to it. A swing by Trent Alexander-Arnold doesn't connect with the ball, and Foster looked to fire the ball left to right to find Johan Berg Gudmundsson. In steps Vitinho, out to Wilson Odobert, left wing, Burnley attacking. Here's Odobert, gets past Alexander-Arnold to the byline, fires it to the far post, headed over the bar by Gudmundsson at the right-hand corner of the 6-yard box. He rose early, but got underneath the header, and he can't believe he's not got it on target. It's a goal kick to Liverpool, and they still lead by just that 1-0.
Huge chance. Odobert on this left-hand side. Amazing ability. Skips past one, skips past the next, takes it to the line. He fires it across all the paces on the ball. Takes Alisson out the game whatsoever. Gudmundsson finds himself free at the back. All he has to do is head that towards the targets in the back of the net.
Well, the Burnley fans around us are convinced that Szoboszlai got the last touch on a challenge on this near touchline, but the referee says that came off Sander Berge last of all, so Liverpool have a throw. So we are in the final quarter of this game. Liverpool going top of the Premier League as things stand by a couple of points from Arsenal. But there's still only 1 goal up on Burnley. There seems to be a bit of a belief around Turf Moor that the Claras can get something here, amazingly enough. Odobert again, left-hand corner of the area, finds Amdouni, running down the left-hand side of the box, pulls it across the face of goal. What a challenge by Jarell Quansah to turn it behind for a Burnley corner at the Jimmy McIlroy end. 1-0 Liverpool.
Okay, an excellent play. That's, you're looking at Amdouni when he gets the ball there, he's driving forward. And you know what? It's a great defensive challenge from Quansah there as well. Had to be made.
Gudmundsson with the corner, left-footed delivery from this near side, outswinger from Gudmundsson, up go the heads, it's flicked on by Bayer. Taylor gets a piece of it at the edge of the area, but can only sort of hook it up in the air with the outside of his left foot, and it dropped way over Alisson's crossbar, and Liverpool have a goal kick, having made that triple change. We're still waiting for Vincent Kompany to make any further changes. He's made one, he's brought on Gudmundsson for Tresor. Goal kick to Liverpool.
I think he'll be very happy just with the feel of the game at the minute. I think that'll be one of the things before the game. Make sure you're still in the game, 15-20 minutes to go, and then we can throw everything at it.
Ian Dancho and Chris Awolomo with you on TalkSport. Off to Old Trafford in just a tick to bring you team news from our 8 o'clock exclusive commentary. Manchester United against Aston Villa. Sander Berge needlessly gives the ball away to Luis Diaz. Great skill from Joe Gomez to skip away from the attentions of Gudmundsson and find Quansah. Quansah with a diagonal ball looking for Diaz. It's overhit. Goes out of play for a Burnley throw, which was indicated by Vincent Kompany about 10 seconds before the assistant on that far side gave it as a throw. And the ball's back with James Trafford, the Burnley keeper, away to our right. Gets it back from Jordan Bayer. Szoboszlai closing down the space to the goalkeeper, so he clears it up to halfway. Good strong header from Joe Gomez, but calmly chested down by Josh Brownhill. Did everything right to chest the ball into his possession and then just pass the ball straight out of play. Looking, it seems, for his manager. 1-0 Liverpool, 20 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think Burnley now picked up a little bit there, but you're spot on. Just those little moments. Brownhill, the difficult part is getting the ball down, takes it down nicely in his chest, in tight areas as well, but it's about keeping possession of the ball. You know, you don't want to give it back to Liverpool, and like you say, for large periods you're without it, just trying to stay in your formation and compact. But it's so important. They have to be better, and they have been the last 5-10 minutes.
Liverpool leading by 1-0 if you're just tuning into TalkSport this Boxing Day evening. Alisson, poor clearance from him. I don't know whether he was trying to find Alexander-Arnold with a lower pass, but it just went 15 foot up in the air and went out for a throw. It is currently Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. For the latest odds, you can head to Betfair, the official betting partner of TalkSport's Premier League coverage. Right now you can get Burnley 40-1 to win from here. The draw is 9-1. 6-1, sorry, forgive me. 6-1 for the draw. It's 9-1 on for Liverpool to hang on for the win. Don't forget, Betfair are paying out winning bets in 90 minutes with 90-minute payout. That applies to Match Odds 90 market, all markets with the 90 icon. That's all thanks to our friends at Betfair 18+. The website you need is begambleaware.org. Vincent Kompany shows some neat skill on the far side to trap a ball that wasn't intended for him, but was sent over to him by his goalkeeper. Liverpool with the throw on halfway, given back to Virgil van Dijk. So Burnley have had that little spell for 5 minutes or so, Chris. Well, I've not made it count, but they've at least sown the seeds of doubt a little bit, maybe in some of those Liverpool fans who will wait to our right.
No, definitely. Well, I think Jurgen Klopp as well, he's made those changes to try and kind of get Liverpool back on top, and it's done exactly that.
Still haven't got a shot on target though, Burnley. Here's Endo for Liverpool. A goal to the good. Out to the left-hand side, and Gomez spots the run of Diaz. Great run down the left-hand side from Diaz. Takes O'Shea out with him, level with the box. Plays the ball in field to Nunez, the goal scorer. Has to back away. Lovely crossfield pass to pick out Alexander-Arnold. Right-hand corner of the area. Chips it to the far post. Up go the heads. It's touched across the face of goal by Szoboszlai. And there was nobody there in a green and white Liverpool shirt to force it home. Burnley survived once again.
Well, I think Szoboszlai's got to try and steer it goalwards there. He's trying to put it back across the goal, but he's basically a yard from the goal line. I just think there was a lot of pace on the ball, and he's just trying to kind of overstretch to keep it in play, possibly.
Ball's back on halfway for Liverpool with Virgil van Dijk. Now Luis Diaz, just on as part of a triple change from Jurgen Klopp, gives it back to Jarell Quansah. The youngster's acquitted himself once again very, very well at centre half tonight. Diaz plays a square ball for Alexander-Arnold just inside the Burnley half, faced up by Odobert, rolls it forward 15 yards to Szoboszlai. Now Salah plays a quick 1-2 with Endo, gives it back to Alexander-Arnold. Again, patience from Liverpool. That's what led to the goal that was chalked off for offside. Some lovely patience from Liverpool in the build-up. They've lost out again. Foster takes a touch on halfway to keep it away from Quansah, but there was Alexander-Arnold to tidy up once again. I keep looking desperately to my right at my producer's scoreboard to see whether Birmingham have got a second against Stoke. Of course they haven't. Still 3-1 live on TalkSport 2 to Stoke.
Well, you can see what Lyle Foster's trying to do. He's very much up there on his own. He's trying to take it with the outside of his right down into the kind of left channel. But it's good just defensive play from Alexander-Arnold, just covering Quansah there. You know, if Foster does get away from him, he's there, he's covering up, he's seen the danger, he's snuffed it out.
Endo on halfway for Liverpool, right over on the far side of the field, next to the technical areas. Now it's worked over to this near side, the right, with Liverpool attacking the cricket ground end. Alexander-Arnold finds Szoboszlai, the Hungarian under pressure from Bayer, works the ball back to Quansah on halfway for Liverpool. Square of him is Van Dijk, who receives the ball now. Diaz comes short to receive it on the halfway line. Plays it to his right for Szoboszlai. Gomez in acres of space on the left-hand side, and that's who Szoboszlai finds with an exquisite pass right to left. But Gomez elects not to drive further forward. Instead, he just gives it back to Van Dijk. Endo waiting to receive the pass from his captain. Inside left channel, almost at the midway point of the Burnley half. Just over a quarter of an hour to play on TalkSport on this mega Boxing Day of live football across our network. 1-0 to Liverpool. Salah into the box. Nunez out towards the touchline, keeping the ball in play. Under pressure from Burnley defenders. Just disappears from my line of sight for a moment. And eventually a foul is given for a push by... In fact, a corner's been given for a challenge by Dara O'Shea. We'll get team news from Old Trafford in just a minute once this corner's been taken by Liverpool at the cricket ground end, with Liverpool leading by a 1-0. And in fact, the referee just wanting a word with a couple of players. So whilst he's having a word with one or two, let's get to Old Trafford. Manchester United Villa live on TalkSport at 8. What's the team news? Sam Matterface. Ball across the face of goal. Liverpool trying to touch it home, but Trafford plunges on the loose ball 6 yards out when a sweeping, swirling cross had caused all sorts of havoc in the Burnley 6-yard area, but James Trafford comes up with the ball. 76 minutes gone on TalkSport at Turf Moor. Liverpool still only 1-0 up.
Yeah, great goalkeeping there. You know, just getting himself smothered. Good hands as well. Bravery, throwing himself at it.
Oh, a mistake by Alexander-Arnold. Foster is clipped by Alexander-Arnold. He's going to get a yellow card. He was running back towards his own penalty area, Alexander-Arnold. Lost possession of the ball. Foster nicked in front of him. And he was just clipped. A little nibble by Alexander-Arnold on the ankles of Foster. Yellow card for the Liverpool right back. think there were one or two suggesting it was denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but it is a yellow card.
Yeah, I think it's a harsh one. You know, I think he's aware he's trying to reach for the ball, and it is a little clip of the heel, but the yellow card's harsh for me.
So a free kick for Burnley. So you've had the team news from Old Trafford from Sam Matterface, him and Ray Houghton, bringing you Manchester United against Aston Villa at Old Trafford. In comes the free kick from Brownhill, and it goes across. Nobody had made a run close enough to get to the ball. Sander Berge was notionally the closest Burnley player, but he couldn't get a touch on it, and it's out of play. It's a goal kick to Liverpool that Van Dijk is going to leave for Alisson to take. It looked like Van Dijk was going to take it, but the boos you can hear for him deciding to give the ball to his keeper. Flicked on by Curtis Jones, but Burnley win it back. Berger finds Odegaard just shy of the halfway line. Bit of quick feet from Wilson Odegaard on this near side of the left. He's got three Liverpool players around him. He's skipped past them all. Still going Odegaard into the area. Shot takes a snaking run through a load of players. Doesn't take any nick off a Liverpool player, so it's a Liverpool goal kick. But again, lovely quick feet from Wilson Odegaard, setting up a half chance for Burnley, but they still haven't got a shot on target. 1-0 Liverpool.
Fantastic talent, isn't he? 19 years old. Odegaard there, he's got three around him there. Makes it easy work. He's getting in, and then on the 80-yard line, he just tries to kind of toe poke it past Alisson, get the shot away there. He wasn't far away. It's great quality from the young man.
Burnley change coming up shortly, but they have possession. Amdouni trying to get in behind Quansah. Important touch from Quansah to slide in and guide it out to the corner of the penalty area where his keeper Alisson will collect. I thought just for a fleeting moment that Amdouni might have gotten ahead of Quansah, but he just went to ground, stuck out a long leg and hooked it away from danger.
Over those first 5 yards, very quick, isn't he? But it's a very timely challenge as well. And Quansah, fantastic.
Bayer gets it in front of Luis Diaz and puts the ball out of play for a Liverpool throw. Is this going to herald the next Burnley change? It would appear not. Is it Nathan Redmond that's being readied down there? Well, the change is going to be made, it seems, because the fourth official had his board. No, he's put it down again. We're going to play on with a Liverpool throw instead. Just over 10 minutes to go on TalkSport, on Game Day exclusive. It is 1-0 to Liverpool, and it's been that way since the 6th minute. It was Nathan Redmond who was getting ready to come on, but he's now putting his training top back on. Vincent Kompany's had a change of heart, it seems, and Redmond was stripped and ready to come on. Throw into Liverpool down the left hand side, to be taken by Joe Gomez, who's had another good steady game in that slightly unfamiliar left back position that he's presumably now got to play in for a little while, with no sign of Robertson or Tsimikas coming back anytime in the immediate future for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold on halfway, back for Endo, splitting the two centre halves for the moment. Endo just chips the ball out to this near side looking for Salah. Burnley win it back, and here's Zeki Amdouni making strides down the left hand side. Taylor on the overlap trying to stay onside, and in doing so he checked his run and wasn't allowed to catch up with the ball before it trickled over the dead ball line. We're into the last 10 minutes at Turf Moor. Have Burnley got anything left? And Liverpool going top of the table. It's Burnley 0, Liverpool 1.
Yeah, it's good quality there from Amdouni to get away, and he's driving at the defensive unit. Now Charlie Taylor's just shouting at him all the while. He just has to release it that little bit earlier. You know, it's moments like that. You know, there's bodies in the box. There has to be end product. Too many times they're getting good positions and no quality's coming into the box in.
Long ball downfield from Alisson, looking for Luis Diaz. Might break for Gomez, who keeps the ball in play down the left hand side. Jones is out there with him. Nunez and Diaz at the edge of the box. Here is Luis Diaz, lets the ball run across his body, and that allows Jordan Bayer to step in and win it back for the Clarets. Tries a Cruyff turn inside the centre circle, the centre half of Burnley. Ended up losing possession, and Liverpool have it back. It's Wataru Endo, just shy of the halfway line. Lovely ball through the centre circle. Szoboszlai can carry it forward. He's got Nunez to his right. Goes for goal, and he's not far away. The Hungarian really let fly from 25 yards out. Dominic Szoboszlai. Not sure whether Trafford had it covered, had it been on target. It's a goal kick to Burnley. 81 gone. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1 on TalkSport.
Yeah, excellent from Szoboszlai there. He's just got in behind. I think Sanderberger just comes in and just puts that little bit of contact, just puts him off in the last moment there, but good quality. He's put everything on anyway, just off target.
That's the voice of Chris Iwelumo, former Burnley striker, alongside me, Ian Danto. You're listening to Burnley 0, Liverpool 1 on TalkSport with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever the mission, home or away, Enterprise helps over 120,000 people every day. Claims for handball against Wataru Endo from about 4,000 Burnley fans down beneath me and Chris Iwelumo. Not given by Paul Tierney. The ball's back in the Liverpool defensive third with Virgil van Dijk. Still only 1-0. The jeopardy's still there for Liverpool. Curtis Jones plays a square ball to Van Dijk. Midway point of his own half. Back for Curtis Jones. Looks over halfway for Endo. Tried to spin and run with the ball, but Bayer stepped out and took the ball away from him. Back it goes to Van Dijk, and Szoboszlai gets his head up on halfway. Not much movement ahead of him, so he lays the ball off to Quansah. Quansah, square ball to Van Dijk, still inside his own half. Again, Szoboszlai drops deep. Sanderberger comes to close him down, and Quansah. Ball forward is intercepted by Taylor. Now Odobert, the fleet-of-foot young Frenchman for Burnley. Skipping away from one challenge, but then Szoboszlai wasn't going to let him get anywhere further down the left-hand side. Stuck his foot in and won it back for Liverpool. Ball's out of play, and Trent Alexander-Arnold will take his time over getting the ball back in play from the throw-in. And there's going to be a change for both sides at this point. I think that Nathan Redmond has a reprieve and is going to be coming on. But first things first, Liverpool are going to make a change, and Diogo Jota is back fit again, and he's going to come on for the goal scorer, Darwin Nunez, for these last, 6 minutes or so plus added time. And Nunez will feel a whole lot better getting back on the team coach tonight, having finally got his first Premier League goal since October. And Jota on to replace him.
Yeah,
good news for Jurgen Klopp.
Good to see him back. Scores important goals to go Jota, but like you say, I think Nunez, hardest thing to do in football here. He'll be feeling very, very happy with himself at the minute. He's had a good night.
Well, Zeki Amdouni's put a shift in again for Burnley. He's the player that's being withdrawn. The players coming on for him.
Number 17, Lyle Foster.
Nathan Redmond coming on for him. And also coming on for Burnley, Jakob Brun Larsen, who scored a belter in Burnley's away win at Luton Town, live on TalkSport 2 earlier in the season. So Foster and Amdouni. So it's a brand new front two, effectively.
Yeah.
Chris Iwelumo, Larsen and Redmond to try and unsettle the Liverpool back four for these last 5 minutes of normal time, plus whatever Paul Tierney adds on for stoppages. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1 on TalkSport. It's not done yet for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold turns the ball in field, but it's won back by Charlie Taylor. But good work from Diogo Jota, back in the Liverpool side tonight from the bench. Now space down the left-hand side as Liverpool counter. It's with Joe Gomez. Gomez not being pressurised as he carries the ball downfield, works it down the left-hand side of the box to Curtis Jones. Jones gives it back to Gomez. Right-footed ball to the far post, looking for Salah. Headed away by Taylor. Up goes Endo to win a strong header. Alexander-Arnold goes for the left-footed drive from fully 30 yards out. And again, that was barely a foot off the floor. Hit so sweetly, but it was the wrong side of the post. And it's a goal kick to Burnley. And Liverpool still just a one-goal up.
It's just excellent quality from Trent Alexander-Arnold there. It's a great first touch, just sets it up and then takes it on the volley, all laces off. It wasn't far away at all.
And Stoke have won the Dancer Iwelumo derby at St Andrews, 3-1. You'd stop smirking at me. Trafford clears the ball downfield, right-footed. Don't forget, coming up live on TalkSport 2, what a game. It's only the top two at Portman Road. Ipswich against Leicester. That's with Joe Shannon and I'm reliably informed the strictly neutral Darren Ambrose bringing the commentary on that one at Portman Road. Whilst here on the Talk Sport, it'll be Manchester United against Aston Villa in the Premier League. Given away, here's Jakob Brun-Larsen, drives it, goal was just wide of the post. Endo gave the ball away, midway point of his own half. Jakob Brun-Larsen ran onto it, smacked it goalwards right-footed, but it went a good foot wide in the end. But a real scare for Liverpool. That just shows the jeopardy is still very much there in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's done everything right but hit the target. Great connection with it. Had Alisson scrambling but just wouldn't sneak inside that left hand.
Oh, what a ball from Alexander-Arnold. And it's Luis Diaz into the area. Oh, Diaz with a right-footed shot and blocked away by James Trafford with his feet, making another excellent save. He's kept the score down on his own this afternoon, James Trafford.
Yeah, excellent save. Diaz again. Great first touch, just opened the goal up and then he's just trying to find that opposite corner. Excellent save from Trafford.
Throw into Liverpool on the left-hand side to be taken by Joe Gomez. Time running out for Burnley to do anything about this scoreline. Liverpool going top of the Premier League. Back it goes to halfway and Kwanzaa. Endo did hold his hand up after that poor pass, but that would have been the worst way for Liverpool to concede. Gomez making a run down the left-hand side. He's hit the ball against Josh Brownhill. It's trickled behind in front of those Liverpool fans in the cricket ground end for a corner to Liverpool. 2 minutes to go of normal time. So Liverpool, as it stands, will move on to 42 points, 2 ahead of Arsenal. And Aston Villa, well, they will have the chance to join Liverpool on 42 points if they can do the business at Old Trafford. And you'll hear that game live on TalkSport next with Adam Cattrall, Sam Matterface and Ray Houghton. Just down the M62 from us in Manchester. Alexander-Arnold's corner headed up and out by Van Dijk. It was a bit of an awkward header and he couldn't do anything about getting it on target. So a goal kick for Burnley, and they're being urged by the locals to get it back downfield as quickly as they can. And Trafford will just roll the ball to the left-hand side of the 6-yard box. 89 minutes now played. Driven downfield for the goal kick by Trafford. Brun-Larsen tries to flick it on, but it went over his head. Hooked downfield by Liverpool. It might drop for Diogo Jota here. Salah, first time, lovely clip infield for Curtis Jones. Looks for the run of Joe Gomez down the left-hand side of the penalty area. He lays it off to Luis Diaz. Diaz will leave it for Curtis Jones. Endo now in the centre of the Burnley half. He asks a lot of Curtis Jones, who has to go back into his own half and look for the keeper, Alisson. Alisson takes the touch, was immediately closed down by Jakob Brun-Larsen. Ball given away by Liverpool, but one back by Endo. He was caught late by O'Shea, but the referee says play on. They've got men over here. Luis Diaz inside the area, tries to step inside Vitinho. Back heel for Diogo Jota. 2-0. Game over. Liverpool are going top of the Premier League, and Diogo Jota back in the side, immediately back amongst the goals, delighting that end away to our right-hand side as Liverpool double their lead late on. And it's Diogo Jota taking the acclaim. Liverpool are going top at Christmas. It is Burnley 0, Liverpool 2.
What a goal this is. He has no right to score from this angle. Luis Diaz trying to kind of manipulate the ball to create the space to get the shot away. He just kind of flicks it with the outside of his left into the path of Diogo Jota at a very tight angle, just puts the laces through it. I think it goes through a player and James Trafford there. He'll be disappointed with that, Trafford, but Diogo Jota put everything behind that from the angle as well. It's an excellent finish.
That's his 5th of the season, and Jurgen Klopp will be delighted to see him back out there, getting to the pace of Premier League action once again quite so quickly. And yes, how he squeezed that in from almost at the dead ball line. Change made by Burnley, incidentally. And Aaron Ramsey has come on late on for the Clarets for Josh Brownhill. But it seems to be academic now. Burnley have lost again at home. 9 defeats at Turf Moor. Only 1 win this season. And there's been a few other seasons where they've lost 9 at home in the top flight. At the turn of the 1970s, in the mid-70s, and in the post-pandemic season of 2021. They also lost 10 at home here in 2018-19, and there's quite a few empty seats now in the stand we're sat in, the north stand, and away to our left in the two-tier Jimmy McElroy. But Burnley have a free kick. Goodmanson swings it into the box, headed up and out by Endo, back defending. He's still in the box with Van Dijk, trying to head it further clear. What a touch by Diogo Jota. And now Salah galloping down the inside left channel as Liverpool counter. Diaz going like a train in the middle, wants the ball pulled back to him. It's deflected back from Salah. Looks for Diaz at the far post, but that's great defending by Vitinho, who got his head on it, and Burnley can bring it clear. We are into 5 minutes of minimum stoppage time, with Liverpool 2-0 up and heading back to the summit of the Premier League. Ball's back at the edge of the area with Dara O'Shea, and now Aaron Ramsey just keeps the ball away from Salah and works it out left for Charlie Taylor. Wilson Odobert, who's been very lively for Burnley all afternoon, up against Gomez, down the left-hand side of the area, drives for the byline, rolls his foot on the ball, keeps it in play, gives it back to Charlie Taylor, first time cross, header over the bar from Jordan Bayer, it was Sander Berger, who got forward, but much as with Johan Berg, Gudmundsson's header earlier, got right underneath it and skied it. Goal kick Liverpool, 2-0 they lead.
And it's an excellent ball line as well. You know, I think Odobert and Taylor linking up very, very well, but end product, fantastic cross in. Sanderberg got unmarked in the box, has to do better. Just want the goalkeeper there, hit the target, but he's hanging, he's waiting for it.
So a goal kick to Liverpool away to our left-hand side. Alisson spots it down at the edge of the 6-yard area, and will clear it downfield, right-footed. And it will sail out of play, will it? No, it's kept in play somehow by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Jota wins a throw for Liverpool, just down beneath our commentary position. So Liverpool next have Newcastle on New Year's Day, so they've got a bit of a rest despite what Jurgen Klopp has had to say about the congested Christmas fixture period. Everyone suffers from it. But Liverpool have Newcastle next at Anfield before an FA Cup tie at Arsenal, and then sandwiched in between home and away ties against Fulham in the EFL Cup semi-finals, they will head to in-form Bournemouth, who won 3-0 today against Fulham to make it 7 wins out of 9 under Andoni Iraola and moving into the top half of the Premier League table. Alexander-Arnold slowing the game down for Liverpool. They're just playing at time here in the last minute of minimum stoppage time at Turf Moor. Yet again they're going to win at Burnley. They've won 8 out of 9 in the Premier League at this ground. It's their best away win percentage against any Premier League opposition they've played multiple games against. And Burnley must be sick of the sight of Liverpool turning up here.
Definitely.
Mind you, it only seems like yesterday since Jimmy Traore's comedy own goal at that end away to our left-hand side, when Liverpool were here once. Cleared away by Dara O'Shea, who I think was booked for that challenge early in the move that led to Liverpool's second goal, for a clattering challenge on Endo on halfway. Throw into Liverpool on the far side, seats emptying more and more in the Bob Lord stand opposite us. Maybe one last chance for Burnley to put some respectability on the scoreline. The 5 minutes of minimum stoppage time are up. It's down to Paul Tierney as to how much we play on now on TalkSport at Turf Moor. Jakob Brun-Larsen comes short, tries to work it out to the right-hand side, but Liverpool have it back. Salah works a neat ball infield to Szoboszlai, tried to nutmeg Aaron Ramsey, but he was too cute for that, was Ramsey, and he wins the ball back inside his own half. Plays it up to Redmond, chance for Redmond to run at the Liverpool back line. Brun-Larsen was showing for a pass through the middle. It's worked out to Gudmundsson. Gudmundsson finds Redmond into the area. Ball won't sit down for him. Lays it back to Gudmundsson down the right-hand side of the box. Clips it into the near post. Alisson makes the save, and the referee brings the match to a close. And Liverpool are back top of the Premier League the day after Christmas. Goals early and late sealed the 3 points for Jurgen Klopp's men. Darwin Nunez got his first goal since October in the Premier League to set Liverpool on their way in the 6th minute. and they worked so hard to try and get a second with many shots on target. James Trafford in the Burnley goal made some super saves. Salah kissed the crossbar with a left-footed volley from the edge of the area. Burnley had a little spell in the second half where they might have caused a problem. Closest they came was when Endo gave the ball away to substitute Jakob Brun-Larsen, but he dragged his shot horribly wide for Burnley. And then, as we headed towards added time, Diogo Jota, back from injury and on as a Liverpool substitute, squeezed the ball home tight to the dead ball line to make it 2-0, and Jurgen Klopp will be happy to have been in Burnley on Boxing Day. Full-time score at Turf Moor. Burnley still can't get those precious points that a relegation scrap would need at home. It's finished. Burnley 0, Liverpool 2.